Hi friends, welcome to our channel Way to Success. இந்த வீடியோவில் PGTRB Zoology Unit 1 Balanoglossus கான short notes பார்க்கலாம். Classification of Balanoglossus, Phylum Chordata, Subphylum Hemichordata, Class Enteropneusta. Habit and habitat of Balanoglossus. Balanoglossus is popularly called acorn or tongueworm. It is marine and cosmopolitan in distribution. It is tuberculous, living in U-shaped burrows excavated in the sandy bottom. In its burrow, Balanoglossus lies in a twisted condition, but its anterior and posterior extremities are straight. It is suggested that Balanoglossus is a forerunner of chordates. It is an evolutionary link between invertebrates and chordates. External morphology of Balanoglossus. The body of Balanoglossus is soft, elongated, cylindrical and covered with mucus. Most forms of Balanoglossus are dull in color. The length of animal varies from 2 cm to 2 meters. They have offensive odor. The body is bilaterally symmetrical and is divided into 3 regions. They are: first one, proboscis or protostome; second one, collar or mesosome; third one, trunk or metasome. Proboscis. The proboscis forms the anterior part of the body and is either rounded or conical in shape. It is continued posteriorly into a short, narrow neck or proboscis stalk. The proboscis is hollow and has thick muscular walls. Its cavity opens to the outside by means of small opening called proboscis pore. The proboscis sits in the collar somewhat like the fruit acorn, so that the name acorn worm. Second part is collar. The collar is the shortest part of the body. It lies behind the proboscis and anterior to the trunk. It is cylindrical and has thick muscular wall. It is capable of expansion and assists the proboscis in burrowing. The collar bears the mouth on its anteroventral face. Its ventral edges form the lips. Trunk region. The trunk is the elongated posterior part of the body. It has a mid-dorsal and mid-ventral longitudinal ridge. The trunk is divisible into 3 parts: an anterior branchiogenital region, a middle hepatic region, and a posterior abdominal or post-hepatic region. The first part, anterior branchiogenital region. It has a pair of longitudinal genital ridges. These contain gonads. In some cases, these are so prominent that they form a pair of wing-like lateral folds called genital wings. Dorsal surface of this region is provided with double rows of small furrow. These serve as openings of gill chambers and are called branchial apertures or gill slits. Next, middle hepatic region. This region is smaller than the genital region. It is marked by the presence of a paired series of circulations of the intestine. These lateral pouches projecting from the intestine are called hepatic ceca. Next, the third part, posterior abdominal region. It is the longest and cylindrical part of the body. It is more or less uniform in diameter. It tapers gradually and bears a terminal anus. The coelom of the trunk is divided into 2 lateral closed cavities by vertical partition between the body wall. Next, we can see about the body wall of Balanoglossus. The body wall consists of epidermis, this is the outer layer, single layer of tall ciliated epithelial cells containing reticulate, goblet and neurosensory cells. Here 3 types of gland cells are found. They are goblet cells, reticulate cells and mulberry cells. Next, nervous layer, a network of nerve cells and fibers are found over here. Basement membrane, it lies below the nervous layer. Muscles, below the basement membrane, muscles are arranged in longitudinal rows. Peritoneum, muscle layer are lined with coelomic epithelium or peritoneum surrounding the coelom. Next we can see about the body cavity or coelom. Here coelom is enterocoelous type. Coelom is divided into 5 compartments. 1 proboscis coelom, 2 callus coelom and 2 trunk coelom is found over here. These coeloms are separated from each other by septa. Proboscis coelom opens to the exterior by a mid-dorsal proboscis pore. Each collar coelom communicates to the exterior by a collar pore and with the first gill pouch by a pore canal. These two coelom filled with sea water, while trunk coelom do not communicate to the exterior and are filled with coelomic fluid containing amoeboid coelomocytes. Next we can see about the skeleton of Balanoglossus. Here endoskeleton is represented by first one buccal diverticulum or stomachard. It is hollow preoral extension from the anterior wall of the oral cavity projecting into the proboscis. The second one is proboscis skeleton or nuchal skeleton. It lies beneath stomachard formed by the thickening of basement membrane in the form of a A-shaped structure. Its median part called basal plate with a mid-ventral heel lies in the proboscis stalk, while its two horns called cornea extend on the roof of the buccal cavity on each side of the same. Third one, branchial skeleton. It supports gill clefts in the form of primary and secondary gill bars, which are formed by the thickening of basement membrane. Fourth one, picochord. It is strong rod-like structure in the caudal region formed by a median derivative of the ventral face of the gut. Digestive system. It consists of a round mouth located in a ventral groove between collar and proboscis. Oral cavity lying in the collar in the form of broad canal. Pharynx beginning at the junction of collar and trunk and extending in the anterior part of the trunk. Its lumen is divided into dorsal branchial and ventral digestive regions or chambers. The branchial chambers bears gill clefts, while the later, that is digestive chamber, conducts food, is called the esophagus. Intestine lies behind the esophagus and is divisible into anterior hepatic ceca and posterior intestine parts. The latter leads to the exterior through sphincter muscles bearing terminal anus. Balanoglossus is ciliary feeder. Cilia of proboscis and gill clefts create water current. The food particles, that is microscopic organisms along with sand particles coming with water current or entangled to the mucus secreted by proboscis. Bulk of food containing mucus is moved backwards by the strong ciliary current and is carried to collar. Here it enters into the buccal cavity through mouth. Undigestible food is discarded by closing the mouth by muscular projection of collar. Digestion begins when the food particles get attached with the proboscis slime, which contains amylase. The glandular esophagus also helps in digestion. Most of the digestive enzymes are secreted by hepatic ceca. Digestion and absorption occur in intestine. Undigested material sent out in the form of castings. Next, circulatory system of Balanoglossus. It is open type. It includes blood, heart vesicle, blood vessels and sinuses. Blood is colorless and contains detached endothelial cells. There is a large longitudinal blood vessel situated on the dorsal side called a dorsal vessel and flow the blood forward. Dorsal vessel extends from the anus to the collar. In collar, the dorsal vessel dilates to form a venous sinus and passes into central sinus. Heart situated at the base of proboscis. Above the heart, a closed fluid-filled sac called the heart vesicle. The ventral wall of the heart vesicle is contract in nature. The heart vesicle and buccal diverticulum develop finger-like projections called glomerulus. Glomerulus receives blood from the central sinus. Each branchial septum receives an afferent branchial artery and supply blood to tongue bars. From each tongue bar, the blood is carried by an efferent branchial vein. Two efferent branchial veins of the tongue bars join to form a common efferent branchial vein and open into the dorsal vessel. Dorsal vessel receives blood from the body wall and the alimentary canal. Dorsal and ventral vessels, ventral wall of the heart vesicle, are contractile in nature, which helps to make the blood flow in the blood vessels. Next, nervous system of Balanoglossus. The nervous system of Balanoglossus is of a very primitive type, resembling that of coelenterids and echinoderms. Nervous layer is thickened on mid-dorsal and ventral position to form dorsal and ventral nervous cords. These are mere thickenings of a layer of nerve fibers which are found all over the body in the deeper part of the epidermis. At the posterior end of the collar, the dorsal and ventral cords are connected by a ring-like thickening. There is also a thickening all round the neck of the proboscis. There are no organs of special sense. Respiratory system of Balanoglossus. It consists of series of numerous gill clefts on each side of dorsal pharyngeal wall. Each gill cleft is U-shaped. Downward projection of the dorsal end of the gill cleft is termed tongue bar, while the part of pharynx between two gill clefts is called septum. Both tongue bars and septa are supported with skeletal rods called primary rods and secondary gill bars respectively. Each gill cleft communicates pharynx to a bag-like structure called branchial pouch or gill sac located between the wall of the pharynx and body wall. Exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs in vascular gill clefts. Excretory system. A glomerulus of proboscis gland located in closed vicinity to buccal diverticulum separates urea and uric acid from blood and eliminates them into proboscis coelom. Reproductive system of Balanoglossus. Balanoglossus performs asexual and sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, regeneration, sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Gilchrist described asexual reproduction in Balanoglossus capsensis. In summer season, its posterior end will divide into a number of bits. Each bit develop into a new individual. Regeneration. Balanoglossus has great power of regeneration. Small pieces are constricted from the posterior end, each of which regenerates into a complete individual. Sexual reproduction. Sexes are separate. The male and female sex organs present in the trunk region. The male and female individuals liberate their gametes into the water where fertilization takes place. The fertilized zygote undergoes holoblastic cleavage and gives morula, blastula and gastrula stage. Then ciliated embryo develop and transforms into Ternaria larva. Ternaria larva. The larva is free swimming, oval, transparent, shows distinct digestive tract. Swim with the help of cilia. It can notice the light intensity with the help of eye spots. Ternaria larva resembles the bibinaria larva of Echinodermata. The larva, after leading a free swimming life for some time, it will transform into an adult. It is called metamorphosis. Affinities of Balanoglossus. Affinities with nematines, burrowing habit, vermiform body without metamerism, smooth skin, straight alimentary canal. Affinities with annelids, vermiform body, burrowing habit, ingesting mud, collar similar to clitellum, alimentary canal is straight and tubular, Ternaria larva similar to Trichophore larva. Affinities with Echinodermata. Coelom is enterocoelic in origin. Ternaria larva resembles bibinaria larva. Affinities with chordate. Presence of gill slits. Stomochord comparable to notochord. Presence of dorsal tubular nerve cord. Thank you for watching this video.